Hey guys, it's Jamie.
And I'm Amanda, and we're with Siouxland Libraries.
And today we are at the Environmental Center here in Sioux Falls.
And we are going to learn all about recycling. So we're here at the Environmental Center with Holly, who's the Sustainability Coordinator of the City of Sioux Falls. And we want to learn more about recycling. So maybe just tell us a little bit about what it is first.
Yes, would love to. So recycling is when we use products that we use throughout our daily activities and we repurpose them into new material.
Okay.
So we have a selection of items right here. Some of them can be recycled, some of them can't.
Okay.
But for those that can be recycled, those are the materials that would go to a recycling facility and end up becoming a new product.
I think I kind of need a lesson in what all can be recycled, because I think it's more than I realize.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So it's a lot of the things that we go through on a daily basis, a lot of the things we use when we're eating and go through in our kitchen. So let's start with the plastics here.
Okay.
So we have several plastic items. Some of them can be recycled, some of them can't.
Sure.
And the general rule of thumb that we say is that plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles can be recycled.
Okay.
So that's a good rule of thumb. We actually don't recommend going by the triangle and number that you sometimes see.
Yeah.
That's actually not used in our community as much. So plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles are a yes.
Okay.
And interestingly, we can also keep the lid on material. So like this, these can almost throw in the trash. Right.
Okay.
Right. So these would be tubs.
Okay. And then your jug.
Jug. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And so then a couple other materials here. These are actually no's.
Those are no's.
Yeah, these are no's. So we have a berry container.
Okay.
This is actually not recyclable just because of the type of plastic that it is.
Oh, sure.
And then same with the plastic utensils. Again, it's the type of plastic. So this is a no. Again, not a tub, jug, or bottle.
I gotcha.
And then plastic bags. So
I think those are a big no-no, right?
These are a big no-no, yeah. So they used to be recyclable in our community, and so we're trying to build the awareness that they are no longer recyclable in our bin outside of our home. But we can bring them to like a Walmart or a department store if you have a bundle, because they have those boxes where you can bring them and they can recycle them using their broader resources available.
Okay.
So these ones are a no.
Okay, so then we've got, looks like some paper products, and I've definitely got to know about this one because I definitely get a lot of tea. So what can we do? Can we recycle the whole thing?
No, actually, part yes and part no.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of a trick. So the bottom part, the cardboard liner, and then the cup itself, those are both paper products that can be recycled.
Okay.
But the plastic, similar to these other types of plastic material that are no, that actually we can just toss right in there.
Okay.
This is a no as well. So you can just pop that off, throw that one in the trash, and this one in recycling.
All right, so got some more items here. My guess then, from what we're learning, this is a no, and this is a no.
Exactly.
Kind of that plastic.
Exactly, that plastic lining makes it a no.
And pretty sure this is a yes.
Yes, any
right.
type of paper like this is recyclable and can be made into paper like 7 times over. So it's a good recyclable.
That is really cool. I didn't realize you could do that many times. All right, so this one is a really good one because I think about like pizza boxes and stuff like this too. So I want to say no, just because it looks like there's some stuff on it.
Yes, exactly right. So when you have a used paper plate, having that food residue, that makes it a no. And you brought up the pizza box. That's another really good one. So any grease or residue on a pizza box makes that bottom part a no, and it can mess with the pulp that's in the paper when it's breaking down.
Sure.
And just kind of ruin the whole batch of recyclables there. So that part's a no, but the top part you can rip off and recycle. So kind of a yes and no again.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you just kind of think about it when you're going through.
Yeah.
And then something in yes.
Yep. That's a good one.
This one's good because there's no food or anything on it.
Exactly
so this is
right.
Good.
Yep. Just regular cardboard. Cardboard's a really good recyclable.
We talked about the can.
Yep.
And then so I'm guessing no.
It's a no. Yeah. Styrofoam is not recyclable. And it's just one of those items that it's best to be avoided if possible. If there's an alternative to a styrofoam cup, like a paper cup, that's always better. Another thing that's really important is reducing our waste in the first place. So thinking upstream to, like, say you have a plastic water bottle, is there a way that you could just eliminate this from the equation, right? And actually, Amanda, you have something right there that would
I always
work.
have it with me all the time.
Yeah, so having a reusable water bottle to avoid single-use items is really helpful. It's really impactful over time. And another thing, like that plastic bag there, instead of having a plastic bag to bring to the grocery store or get from the grocery store, to bring your own reusable bags is really helpful, because again, those plastic bags aren't recyclable in our recycling stream. And so just trying to take those out of the equation in the first place helps us reduce our waste. So replacing those single-use items where we use them once and toss them with reusable items is really impactful as well.
So you have showed us what items we can recycle in our bin. Are there items that we can recycle beyond that?
There's a lot of other material we can recycle that can be found in our homes, including hazardous waste material and household electronics. And the city has a free household hazardous waste facility where residents can drop off their material.
That's awesome. Can we go check that out?
Absolutely.
Cool.
So Holly, you were telling us about things that we can recycle at home and put them on the curb at our house. What about items that we really can't put in that curbside recycling bin? Are there any items that we can still recycle?
Yes, that's a great question. There's a lot that we can still recycle, even beyond the items that you collect in your kitchen. We have two categories for that generally: electronics and then hazardous waste. And so right now we are standing in the household hazardous waste facility. And this is an area that's available for residents in Sioux Falls and the surrounding 5-county region to bring household hazardous waste and electronics to recycle for free.
So I've been here before. I've brought an old Xbox, an old TV, but like, what are some other things that, you know, families could be bringing here to recycle?
Great question. Pretty much anything you can find in your garage. So lawn care chemicals like fertilizers, pesticides. You can also bring automotive chemicals like antifreeze, used oil, and even household chemicals like bleach, ammonia, and other types of cleaning products. Those can come here.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's really great too, because then you're not dumping it in your garbage can or going out in the yard, anything like that that could then, you know, affect the environment, affect our water. Hazardous waste, it's not good for the environment.
Exactly.
And so when we bring it here, what happens with it?
Yeah, great question. So it depends on the material. Our paint gets sent to the Twin Cities, and it actually gets recycled into new paint.
Oh, wow.
It's really cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, it's
like
really
new
awesome.
colors and everything?
Yep, new colors. They have some sort of system. I don't quite understand it, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
And then the other thing we do here too is that if there's paint that's still usable, we have a reuse room. So other community members can grab that paint if they need some.
Oh, so like anybody can come down here if they're looking for just a little bit of paint to touch up something.
Yeah.
They could come see if it matches what they're looking for.
Yes.
And does it cost anything?
It does not. It's free.
Even better.
Yes, it's great. And then some other things, like we accept all batteries, so car batteries to batteries in a TV remote to watch batteries. We accept all of those, and depending on the type, they get disposed of and recycled properly. All our electronics go to an electronics recycler where they take each of the components apart. Some of it can be recycled. Some of it, like some of the outer plastic pieces, actually does go into the trash, but there's a lot of material on the inside that gets repurposed and reused.
That's so cool.
Right.
When it keeps it out of our waters, our grass, like all these areas in our planet that really wouldn't be helpful for the animals or the environment.
Exactly. And it's really important to be doing this and bringing these materials here because they're actually banned from our landfill.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So we have this site to help people dispose of those items for free. And because, like you said, it helps our environment because we don't get that leaching down as rain falls into the landfill, leaching down and getting those chemicals into our groundwater.
That is really cool. Well, awesome. Do you mind if we just kind of take a look around and see what else is here?
That'd be great. Let's do
Perfect.
it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
I had so much fun today, and I learned a lot about recycling. what we can recycle, what we can't recycle, why we should recycle. Like, this was an awesome day.
It's been incredible. I really have learned so much. My mind just feels blown. Like, Sioux Falls has so many great resources. And I loved what she said about, trying to reduce waste by getting rid of single-use items. And I thought, wow, the library is so great at already doing that. We've got all sorts of books and resources you can check out, and then you bring them back and somebody else can use them. So get rid of that single use. I love it. It's been really cool. And I cannot wait to see where we go next.
Me too.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.